Good afternoon, everyone. I am Nadia Jones, and this is the 90-Day Vision Transformation Challenge. It's Tuesday. Just got off work. I'm back again with my second video, and I want to touch on improving our motivation. I briefly talked about it in my video on Sunday, but I wanna go over it again and go into a little further detail about some things. You know, when it comes to your discipline, it's an area that it takes time. It really takes time to work on your discipline. It takes time to build it up. And the way you build your discipline up is, for me, I set a schedule. I come up with a plan, I come up with a daily and a weekly plan all together. About, let's just take the gym, for instance. The way that I became disciplined in the gym is that I made a plan. I wrote out a daily schedule. I turned into a weekly schedule, and I decided that I wanted to work out for X amount of hours a day, totaling to X amount of hours a week. And I wanted to not just do full body workouts, but I wanted to work on specific muscle groups each and every time I went to the gym. And then that's how I wanted to go about it. And eventually, as time went on, I also said that I wanted to get up and go work out early in the morning. I'm talking like 4 o'clock in the morning. 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning is when I like to work out. And I made that time. I stuck to it. And I set my alarm. And another rule that I had for myself, I don't do this anymore because nowadays I do hit the snooze button. But when I was building up my discipline, I did not allow myself to hit the snooze button, because when I first started, my process of becoming disciplined in the gym and just making sure I go each and every day at the same time, for X amount of time each and every day, totaling a specific amount of hours a week, I refused to allow myself to hit that snooze button, because I did that a few times and I ended up oversleeping and not being able to go to the gym at all. And so I knew right then and there that I was not going to be able to continue to hit that snooze button and meet my goals that I set for myself each week and getting at the gym at a certain time, early in the morning. So I stopped hitting the snooze button, and I just did that over and over and over and over. And I'm talking about 3 months into this, 3 months into my fitness journey, I was excited to wake up in the morning. Waking up at I would wake up around 2:30 a.m. just so I can get myself up and moving and, wake up before I actually get to the gym and, pray to my morning routine. I would wake up at 2:30 a.m. and I stuck to it. I got so disciplined at it that on my days that I did not feel like going to the gym, but because my body had become so accustomed to working out at that time of the day, working out at that time of the morning, that I naturally began to wake up, right? I naturally began to wake up at that time. And even at the days where I did not want to work out, I held myself to that standard for so long, meaning I built up that discipline, I accrued that discipline, that mentally I just could not sit with allowing myself to miss the gym, knowing that I needed to get in that gym. All right. And I did that. I did that for like 3 months straight. I did allow myself to have 1 or 2 days off during the week, but I did that for 3 months straight. And then I started to see results. And I'm not the type of person, and I advise everyone that's starting their fitness journey, don't step on that scale every day. You will depress yourself. You will basically, stepping on that scale is actually something that can kill your motivation and kill your discipline. Because when you get on that scale, when you first start out, and especially if you've never really worked out before, your body's going to be putting on lean muscle. Therefore, the scale may tell you that you're heavier when you're first starting out in your fitness journey. And that's why I don't recommend jumping on that scale. Just if you can go a month, if you're a person that checks your weight every day, try to limit that to once a week. And if you can limit it to once a month, even better. If you could just not step on that scale, what you want to judge yourself on is how your clothes fit, how your body begins to feel and look. You will lose the inches first, and your clothes will start fitting you differently first before you even notice that you're losing any weight. Okay? So anyway, I digress a little bit. But yeah, and once I became adapted to waking up and I had built up that discipline and I did start seeing results, then here's when the motivation started to kick in. So once I started seeing results, I was like, oh my goodness, 3 months ago, I couldn't fit these pants. 3 months ago, this shirt was so tight on me. Now it's like fitting me right. Now it's looser. Now I can button these pants up. Those things started motivating me. And once I started getting motivated from the results that I was seeing, from the discipline that I had built up, and from the discipline that I had made myself commit to, once I started getting motivated from the results that I was seeing, I kicked up my discipline. My discipline improved because my motivation was starting to show up. And like I said before, when you have discipline and motivation and the two collide, I mean, you just do 100 times better at everything that you do. When the two show up together, you do 100 times better. You really do. So here's what I want to tell everyone that is looking to improve their motivation. Focus on your discipline first, okay? Focus on your discipline, build it up, and accrue it. Whatever it is that you're doing, if it's saving money, and I keep referencing, weight loss or your fitness journey, because for me, it's the most relatable thing to teach from. You can build your discipline up and forget about the scale. Commit to your workouts. Be as intense as possible when you're working out. Stick to your to your healthy eating and commit to eating out less and to just making better choices all around. Eat when it comes to your food, when it comes to your drinks. Doing that, and 3 months in, and setting a specific time of day to go work out. And I say choose the same time to work out each and every day. Don't have it be sporadic. I really truly think we are creatures of habit, and the more of good habits that we can form, the easier it is for us to stick to them. So pick a specific time of the day, whether you want to do this first thing in the morning or in the evening after work, or if you're able to work out in the afternoon. Pick a specific time of the day, commit to it, and do that every day. Do that every day for 3 months, y'all. And I'm going to keep saying 90 days, 3 months, because if you can do it for 3 months, you can do it for the rest of your life. That's just how I feel about it all. So, commit to it for 3 months, right? Build that discipline up. Now, and also in the 3 months, that's typically when folks begin seeing like their body, the beginning of that transformation. Your body really does start to transform. If you haven't already been seeing results, you really start seeing results come that 3rd month. Okay, so after you start seeing the results, because you focused on your discipline, right, and that motivation begins to flow in, that motivation, because you're seeing the work that you're doing, you're actually seeing now, that motivation will pick up. And how you really begin to build on that motivation is you have to constantly look at your before and after pictures. You have to constantly look at how far you've come. And apply this to any aspect of your life. If you don't look and see how far you've traveled, you will never know the distance that you have gone. Okay? So, and you won't ever truly appreciate the work that you've put in. So, every chance you get, even if you're not, and you do this, but to remind yourself that although you're not where you want to be, you're not where you used to be. And that is so big. If you don't take anything else from what I'm saying in this video, take this. Realizing that you're not where you used to be, and you're better. You may not be where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be. Therefore, you have improved. You're better. That is something to be grateful for, because if you can be grateful for the small things, you will continue to be grateful and continue to progress in your life and just improve and become the best version of yourself. And you'll be able to celebrate and appreciate you at every phase during your transformation. And it's important to really take some time and look and see how far you've come, and really give yourself a pat on the back for your hard work, for where God has brought you from to where he has you now in your life. You gotta be thankful for those moments, okay? And that right there, gratitude, that's just showing gratitude to yourself, gratitude to God that you're better, that you're in a better position than you were 3 months ago when you first started. Gratitude helps to kick up your motivation. Looking at how far you've come since you started helps kick up your motivation. And not just when it comes to looks, but look at the strength, or look at, if you don't want to talk about fitness, look at, and we're talking about financials, like look at the amount of money you're able to save and put away from your check now versus the amount of money that you were able to save and put away back then. Maybe you didn't have anything left over to save, and now you have the ability to save $200 from your paycheck every month. And you went from being $200 in the negative in overdraft fees every month to $200 in the positive, in surplus in your checking account now, because you're able to put that away. Those are things that you need to, it's not where you want to be, but be thankful for it. And just gratitude and appreciation of how much you've done, how far you've traveled. Those things help turn your motivation up. And other things that also help improve your motivation is find someone that is doing something that you wish you were doing. Find someone that is doing something, and I'm not saying find someone that you envy. No, we're not talking no envy and jealousy over here. What I'm saying is find someone that is living the life that you admire, is working in their element. Someone who has navigated through life, found their area of expertise, and is working in their element, whether that be in fitness, whether that be in finances or investors or job, your career. Find someone, because we all have admirers, right? There's always someone that we admire that we are not emulating and not copying, because we understand the importance of originality and authenticity, and we are our own people. But we see other people and we admire and appreciate their authenticity and their originality. We're not trying to duplicate them. We're trying to be in that same career field, but in our own lane, right? We're trying to be in that same element. I mean, that same you get what I'm saying, the same career field, the same, sector, but in our own lane, because it's only one of us, right? So find someone that you admire and look at them for motivation. Look at them, look at their life, look at how they're able to handle their business, how they're able to do these workouts, that or their transformation, their fitness journey, and look at their transformation from where they started. Like, let those things motivate you. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with looking at someone and appreciating and admiring them, right? You're not trying to be them. You're trying to be on that same wavelength that they are, because they found their element in life, and that's all you're looking for. You're looking to find your element in life. So you can find motivation through that. And those are things that I do. Those are things that I look for and that I use to help, improve my motivation. And it works, y'all. And, on my days that I just don't feel like doing, what I have to do, and my discipline is there, but we need that passion. We really need that passion to fuel us sometimes, even if it's just a little bit. We won't always have that same flare of passion each and every day. Some days it's gonna be blazing, and some days it's gonna be hard to get that fire to start, but the fire starts, right? Little, small or big, right? We still got some type of fire, some type of fuel in us, right? And it's important. We need that. That's how you can help improve your motivation, y'all. If you guys found this video of value, let me know. Or if you want more tips, if you need more, if you guys got topics that you guys want me to cover, drop it in my comments below. Let me know what you guys want me to talk about. But those are just a few tips that I use to improve my motivation, and hopefully they can help some of you. But that's all I have for y'all today. If you send this video to someone that you know needs a push in life, send this video to someone that you know could benefit from hearing the words that I have to say. And if they need a push and they just don't know where to start, how to start, but whatever it is they're doing, they know they need to do something, right? Send them to me. I want to help them. I'm trying to be the best version of myself, and I'm trying to help others become the best versions of themselves in the process. We're all here to help and help each other out of the pit and help each other stay out of the pit. So that's all I have for y'all today. I hope y'all have a great evening, and y'all keep grinding.